Onto our easy and our hard mode buttons. We're now going to restrict the number of guesses the user can make to be either 10 or 5. So first of all, let's go up to the top of our script, and we're going to create a variable to store this in. So I'm going to call this the max guesses, and this is going to be initially not set to any particular value. This is because we want this to be either set to 5 or 10, depending on which button the user will press. And we can do this when we start either the easy or the hard mode function. So the easy mode, we're going to set the maximum guesses to be equal to 10. And then in the hard mode, we'll set this to be 5. So now we have all of the information we need. We have this attempts variable just here, which is the number of attempts the player has had. We also have the maximum variable, so we can now compare these to check if the user can carry on or whether the game is over. To do this, let's go down to our function where we output the message to the user. This is compare guess, and we only want to go ahead and run this section if the number of attempts is less than the maximum number of guesses. So let's cut this out of place and create a new if statement, which is going to check if the attempts is less than the number of our max guesses. Inside the curly braces, we can now paste in this section. So this if section will only run if they have not reached the maximum number of guesses. If they have reached the maximum, this is therefore the last attempt. So to handle this, we can create an else section just after this. This else section is the very last attempt, so this could be the 10th attempt or the 5th attempt on hard mode. So even though this is the very last attempt, we still want to decide if the player's got the number correct or not. And we can do this by grabbing the same section as above, and we can just alter the messages. So make sure we grab everything inside of the if section. So the else, else if, and the if section. Let's copy this. Add this into our new else section. So since this is the last go, if the user's guess is too high, we're going to change this message which is displayed. We're going to say you lose. We can then add a break tag to add this to the next line. The text of the number was. Then we'll add the computer guess variable onto the end to let the user know what the number was. We don't need to reset the input box since this is the last guess. We can also remove this from the else if section and then change the message inside of here too. So this else if section is for when the user guess is too low, meaning they have also lost the game. So we can grab this exact same message from above and then replace this one just inside of here. The third condition is when the player has got the correct number, so we can leave this message as it is. Let's give this a try. Let's go for the hard mode to begin. We have 5 attempts. So 50, too low, 80, too high, 87, 85, and we've lost the game in 5 attempts. Reset and go back to the easy mode. Let's try this out. Too high. Once we get to 10 attempts, this game is also over too. And this now leaves us with a fully functioning easy and hard mode.